Our next task is to do BR, or Great Western style lining, where we have the two orange lines and the green line in between. Now on the stannier tender, it was placed quite awkwardly because the 5-inch rule was disobeyed. It was 5 inches from the valance here, but the line at the back here was 1'9" from the edge. That was a similar distance here, and then 5 inches down from a nominal point on this curve here. Now this is not a very good, well-made model because the bend is very ragged and doesn't give me a line to work to. So I'm going to have to set that out somehow. Now there are two ways of doing that. Either you put some paint in the compasses and open those out to the right height, I measured down 5 inches from a point there. That's correct. So I'll just swap that yellow paint for orange paint. Now another trick, although we know the lining was orange, you don't use orange. It's just too bright. So the colour I use is Humbrol Tan, which is there number 9. But I put some red in it to just make it a little more orange. And when this is put on the green paint, you would swear blind it was orange. And in fact, if you put a bit of black paint in orange paint, you get something similar to this. Tiny orange mark there, a tiny orange mark there. That gives me the level to draw that top line to. Now, we could draw the curve all the way from here, but on this particular model, this line here isn't parallel to here, so I've got to ignore that. The rivets appear to be fairly horizontal, so I'll use the rivets instead. So to get this line through here, I also need to set it out. And we're coming just inside this row of rivets, which is a good thing, because lining along a row of rivets is not an easy job. Right, that's that one marked out. Always do the horizontal lines first. So if you do them second, your ruler would be touching the vertical lines and smudging them. There's our first one. Now we need to reset, because the lining in BR days was just over 2¼ inches wide. So we'll reset at 2¼ inches. Well, that's pretty well it. Now that goes aside for 24 hours. Then we put the black line down the middle. Now, the black line does not touch the orange. There's a ½ inch gap each side. That's a 1 inch line and a ½ inch each side. On transfers, you get all this in black, which looks wrong and is wrong. So when you do the black line around here, it has to go dead central. But because it's black, you don't actually see it as well as you do the orange. So you have to spend more time on the orange to get that right. then the black line, it's much easier just to follow the twin lines you have to get the black line on.